Ladies and gentlemen, guys and girls, my name is Raven and welcome back to my channel. Now in today's video we're going to be talking about the Highlander and the Gladiator. That's right, they have been confirmed as the new heroes for Season 3. I am super fucking excited to get into these guys, test them out and just see what they can actually do. But before we get into all the details and the discussion about the brand new heroes and what we know about them so far and how they're going to play, like always I'm going to show you guys the trailers so you can get a sneak peek at them. Just keep in mind they are teaser trailers and we'll be getting the full trailers and everything else next week, which I'll be covering as well. So I'm going to disappear and I shall see you very, very soon. So that is what the Gladiator and the Highlander look like. They look pretty goddamn cool and I can't wait to get my hands on them. Before we talk about the heroes, first up, keep in mind that Season 3 will be starting on the 15th of August. So it's only a couple of weeks away, which is really good. If you have the Season Pass, you'll get to play the brand new heroes for free on the day that Season 3 launches. Everyone else will get to buy them a week later for 15,000 still. Now up first, we're going to be talking about the Highlander and I'm going to be going through what we know about him so far and how he's going to be playing. So as you can see, yes, he is a Viking character. They went for like a hybrid Viking character. He's a Scottish guy, doesn't matter. But yes, he is rocking that giant fucking claymore and that thing is freaking huge. Now, there was speculation in the past that he will be having a switching stance sort of thing, and that is confirmed. He does have a switching stance mode, so he can go from defense to offense. Now, some interesting things to keep in mind. When it comes to his defensive mode, they have said that he will basically be a counter-attacker, so really good at trading blows. Now, for me, that means that he's going to have lots of hyper armor. I'm not sure what else they could give him, maybe superior blocks and stuff, but it sounds like he's going to have hyper armor, so you throw a hit, he's going to be able to just hit right through it and throw one back. So it sounds like he's going to be pretty goddamn chunky when it comes to that defensive mode. But the one that intrigues me the most when it comes to the Highlander is what they said for his offensive mode. Now, from all the people who've gotten an inside scoop into the Highlander from Ubisoft, they're saying that apparently when he's in the offensive mode, he can't block or parry. Now, that's pretty goddamn fucking insane. And if you were playing any sort of 4v4 mode, that should scare you a little bit, because if he can't block and he can't parry, that means he's most likely going to have a shit ton of unblockables. And considering he has that giant fuck off sword, I would not be surprised if he does have a shit ton of unblockables. So if you're already hating the Centurion just coming out of nowhere and just smacking you with an unblockable, I think the Highlanders are going to be worse in that offensive state. But keep in mind, we have no idea how any of this is actually going to play yet. We're going to get all that information next week. So far, this information is just from people who have an inside ear with Ubisoft. But overall, when it comes to the Highlander, I am excited to play him. This is the first season where I am super fucking excited to actually play both characters. I am still leaning a little bit more towards the Gladiator, but I really want to test out the Highlander and just see how this switching mode thing works. Is he going to be able to just switch on the fly? So can you go offensive stance, throw a big unblockable, as they go to attack back, just go straight into defensive stance and do some fucking crazy shit that you can do there, like hyper armor through it? I have no idea. So it's going to be extremely interesting to see what the cooldown is on the stance changing, how the stance changing works, and if when you're in the offensive stance, you really can't block or parry, because that's going to be kind of insane, because if he doesn't have hyper armor when he's in the offensive stance as well, throwing those unblockables, people are just going to light attack him out of his unblockables, and I don't think he's going to be able to do anything, because he's not going to be a fast character, because that sword is fucking huge. So when it comes to curiosity, the Highlander is 100% winning, and I am super fucking excited to see how this guy is going to actually actually work. And next we're going to be moving on to the Gladiator. Now everyone's calling him Centurion 2.0, and there is something in there that sort of makes him a little bit Centurion 2.0 and is going to piss a lot of people off. But first of all, I want to say we were so fucking close. The dream was almost there. He has a trident, but he doesn't have a net. Oh, I'm so fucking sad he doesn't have a net. We were so close, guys. I know me and a bunch of other people were hoping he would have a net so we could net people and trident them in the back and shit, but unfortunately they gave him a buckler instead, so he's got a little tiny shield on his arm. I'm disappointed in that, but I'm happy we still have a trident. That is fucking cool. Now, when it comes to his actual playstyle, the way they've described it is he's really fucking good at zone control because, of course, he has a big fucking trident. He can keep people away, but apparently he's really good at closing the distance as well. One thing I just forgot to mention, by the way, the Highlander is a hybrid character and is gender locked to male. Keep that in mind. Now, the Centurion is also classed as an assassin, okay? So, he's a little bit different, though, from the assassins we have currently, from what they've said. Now, they've said he is an assassin, but he has an extremely large stamina pool, okay? So, he's going to have a bigger stamina pool than everyone else. Kind of sounds like the Centurion. He had a pretty big stamina pool, too. And as said before, he has the ability to keep people at a distance and close the distance, which means he's going to be very fast. Kind of reminds me a bit of Shinobi, how he's able to just jump in, do that unblockable kick, and then he's able to roll to people, stuff like that. So I think he's going to have some sort of diving attack or some sort of roll or something. But the one thing that had me intrigued when it came to the Gladiator was the fact that the way Roman described him was that he's sort of like a boxer. So he, like, you know, has jabs and sort of gets in, knocks people around. He's very agile. But the key thing to take away from that is jabs, which means he's going to be punching people. Kind of reminds me of the Centurion, who's punching people, and everyone hates getting punched onto their asses. So if you are triggered by the Centurion knocking your ass around with his fucking fists, it looks like the Gladiator is going to be doing the same thing as well, except he's going to be quicker than the Centurion. So overall, the Gladiator looks like he's going to be a fast assassin like normal. He's going to have a shit ton of stamina, so he's going to be throwing out whatever combos he has all the fucking time. He's going to be really good at locking down a zone and keeping people away from him, and he's going to be good at closing the distance and fucking you up from behind. The guy looks rugged as fuck, and I just love the aesthetic of the Gladiator. Now, I want to say as well, my condolences to everyone who wanted the Knight faction to be an actual Knight faction. It turns out that the two DLC heroes that you're going to be getting for the year are both Romans. I know that pisses some people off, and I'm seriously, my condolences. I would have loved the Knight faction to be a Knight faction, but at the same time, I'm Italian, so I'm fine with the whole Roman thing. I'm a little bit biased there, and I will own that. But overall, the Gladiator is looking amazing, and I think I'm going to be playing him a lot more. He might become my new main, although I have to try that Highlander. I'm super fucking excited to see how his stances work. So that is all I have for this video, guys. I cannot wait to get the full trailer reveals next week, along with all the arts and all that cool stuff, to see how they're going to properly look and all their like different styles. I cannot wait for season 3 to actually launch, so I'm able to do my guides on these guys. I'm super fucking excited to get those out, so keep an eye out for those. And that is it. So thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and let me know your thoughts. What do you think of the Gladiator, and what do you think of the Highlander, and based on what I've said so far? And please let me know which one you are going to be playing and checking out when they drop in season 3. And please share this video around, it helps me a fuck ton. And if you want to see more videos from me, please hit the subscribe button. I shall see you all in the next video. Have a good one, guys.